Hmm. Hello there. Um, okay, Green Day today, and ah, tired. It's Friday, and actually, it should. I was hoping that it would be the much bigger Green Day, but I was kind of I was hopeful, but DNA played the trick as it usually does. Recently did when I get in the stock and then it's going sideways and then sells off. But it wasn't so bad because at the market open or just before, I was like 25 up to $30 up in on TNI stock when the stock was really quite high in the pre-market. So let me explain. So it was after close yesterday, I was like $12 or something, but then it started trickling even higher, and I held it. I wanted to hold it in case it went even higher today, but it didn't. It's just just a game of waiting for the right stock and closing it in a green. I'm actually pleased with that. Um, that I managed my risk and I was able to close it. Um, let's say in a break even, so I didn't actually lose any money. And after commissions, I still should have like a few dollars left. So being in a trade is a big opportunity because if it does move properly in the direction I was expecting, and maybe it will, but I don't know. It will have to show some strength on Tuesday, since the market is closed on Monday. But if it proves itself that it shows some strength, then I'll maybe look into buying it intraday uh, and then hold it if it closes strong. But at the moment, kind of, I don't know. You can't see it. Let me just switch off the thingy, uh, the video. Okay, hold on. How do I do it? There it is. Camera, laptop. Switch that off and that. You can see a daily here. If I go and draw this line, actually those I was buying off of this one. Hold on. I'm going to just do approximation, right? So there was a breakout, and yeah, I got in there, but it kind of was too close, and I closed it today. It opened strong though, but there's another top there, right? So it kind of there's another level that I should be looking at as a resistance. So I was aware of that, and I was afraid that it might just be a bit slower today, especially that yesterday it didn't produce any spectacular price action. So anyway, still happy that I closed it green. I was busy watching AMC and GME at the open. It was very interesting to see the really big momentum from back in February, March, when the stocks were still volatile. I just played a tiny bit on it, and my entry wasn't great. So let me show you what I've done. And it's just these momentum stocks when this uh, time and sales when it's flashing like that, it's just so um, it's stuck basically. Um, so I marked this level from yesterday, and this is kind of the low of the yesterday towards the end, right? Obviously, it traded like crazy, but it held this support, right? So I just marked it here. Plus, it's around $25 area. So my thinking was that it will get to that level and then probably bounce upwards. So I entered it prematurely, and it went even lower. But because I'm trading with such a smaller size, and I think that's really important, it allows me to hold the trade a little bit longer. Obviously, you can't trade hold it indefinitely. And I was actually thinking of adding here, and then it went lower. That would be a good place to add, and I could see that stops have been triggered. There was a lot of processing over here on time and sales. Same over here. So it went as low as 24.17, and I hold through that, thinking that it should be reversing sometime soon, because if you look at the 10-minute, look how far it went away from the VWAP. It was really extended, and it was time for it to bounce back to the mean a little bit. So I waited and just closed it for a small profit into strength. Actually, as well, sold it a bit too early. And I actually thought that it will go even higher after this consolidation. I wasn't thinking of entering it again, but I thought maybe it will retest the VWAP. But it's quite weak. I think it's Friday, and it's, even though there's so much pumping going on for it to go to the moon, it's Friday, 3 days weekend, and I think that the momentum might be a little bit lost. People think, at least, for the next week. So there was really lots of shorting. Once it broke this VWAP, it couldn't hold it. Like, it was trying to retest the high, it couldn't. It broke down the VWAP, and I think on this, well, it didn't even retest, but I think some already shorted heavily over here on those big red candles here. So yeah, it was just showing weakness, and it's just selling off towards the end of the day. It's still, obviously, it's now getting higher lows. It might just go who knows where, but yeah, it's already 26 here, and it usually is quite active at about this time, or 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So we can see some nice price action to the close. So those are the two trades, and my gosh, I just can't believe I missed. Like, look at this one. I know it's a high price stock, but with 10 shares, I can even afford this one, I think. Look at the price action on this. That was ridiculous. Well, that's 5 minutes. And I marked these. I was always looking somewhere else. Yeah, over here I was looking at AMC and GME, just watching with excitement. And then I saw this one. Look at this. Let me show it to you in 1 minute. It was just so clean, and I thought, okay, it's Friday. I don't know. Is it gonna move like that? Like, look at this. It's perfect. Breakout, retest, and boom. And I missed it. And kind of the strongest ones, they do display this. Yeah, obviously they will. But you just look at the volume and you know if this is a game on or not, quite often. But yeah, I just have to learn, be more organized. My organizational skills at the moment are non-existent. I'm like hectic in the morning, and I have to kind of build my routine, you know, have the proper watch list and just follow it. And but yeah, at this level, I think it's just I'm so excited watching the market and learning, kind of processing all the information. And I think, in a way, building this subconscious memory, and you know, memorizing these things over time, it will pay off. So I'll hopefully find you know, in the future, what works, what doesn't. I think I'm really positive about looking at the momentum stocks for a day, but you know, looking at the big stocks as well, big movers breaking out of some kind of consolidation when there's you know, tightness, the volume drops, and then there's explosion. But even like this one, I don't know what does it look like on a daily. It's crazy. Like, if you buy something like with a low risk, it's just there's so much opportunity there. It's nothing like, it's just continuation, a tiny flag, and then boom. But yeah, if you can capture that, there was some really good strength here. But this was red. This is high volume red one, so lower volume on this one. Actually, hold on, because if you look at it like this, right? It is a breakout. Well, maybe it wasn't in the morning, but it's definitely an interesting one. Yeah, so that's that. I'm glad that we have 3 days. What is it? Memorial Day in US, I think. Um, and on Monday, so it's 3 days weekend. Hooray! It will be nice to study and have a rest from sitting in front of the screens. But I think I will still sit quite a bit because of trying to prepare for next week. I would like to go through many stocks and see what build kind of a list of stocks that I'll be looking at next week, so I don't miss those breakouts when they actually happen, if they happen. When I look at the overall market and I do these scans every morning or in the evening, these one, any of them, well, sorry for the what they called for those candles, HLC, just bars they called. Okay, I'm just kind of interested in those because they kind of give different picture. So I think I'm gonna want to kind of incorporate them, at least on the longer frames, to my lines and stuff. Which one was it? Like you can see, like when you draw your things properly. Yeah, that was the first one, I think, right? CPE. So look at this. If you look at this type of chart, like you can. I just copied it from the Richard Moglen interview, but it kind of gives you a different perspective, different kind of perspective as to what's happening. Just looking cleanly at the price action and what happens to the stock, and yeah, what the interest is and stuff. So I don't know if this is the only one. I thought I had another one. Right, like you can clearly see, like it's those bar charts are quite I think quite good in that respect. Let's see what will happen if I do the line here. Let's do a straighter one, kind of like that. So you can see that there were some flashes here, washout, what's it called? And you can kind of clearly see the channels. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. So you can see the channel here, and then there's a breakout. Like I don't know. I'm becoming interested in those because they just cleaner, and you can better see the trends. So I'm kind of leaning towards those, becoming interested in them. This can be interesting as well, but I don't know. It's I guess depends of anybody's preference. There's no better or worse. If you think it gives you some kind of edge, or you see better the what's happening with the stock, and yeah, just whatever works for you. So yeah, when I was looking at those charts, right, like look at this, right, like come on, and to be interested in buying at this level, right, for another breakout. So anything you look at, I guess on a weekly, well, this one had a big, yeah, but look at this, like, right? It's been going up and up and up. So then, like with everything in life, sometimes it's good to have a reset and kind of start fresh, because I guess, yeah, starts to go higher and higher, don't they? So, but so many of them are already priced so high. Like there's one breakout, 2, 3 since 2018. Okay, but I don't know. Let's look at daily. It should look like UPS has been breaking out recently. So out of this big, I don't know, whatever it is, you can say channel, I guess. Then there's one base here, and then this other one is being built, and it's kind of breaking out. Let's see how it looks on the bar chart, just sort of interest. Dun, dun, dun. What's annoying about EC2000 is like you can't kind of stretch it that way. I don't know. A tricky one. I'll be more inclined to put it on top of a rather than lower. Anyway, so I'll be doing some studying, just scanning for stocks to put in the watch list for next week, and take it easy next week. I hope I'll be having a bit more green days. I mean, it's easier when the action is on there's some movement in the stock market, but having been down so much, it plays it affects negatively your perspective, like how you feel about getting in the trade, and so I kind of calculated this. I don't know, whatever it is, a small green day here. But looking at this, it's awful. We'll see. We'll see. Excited to learn more and just study and learn, and eventually I hope it will pay off. It takes years. It takes years. It's not an easy game, and you can get lucky to get in a market when it's only going up and make some money and you think you know everything, but sooner or later you'll learn the hard way, unfortunately. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna end this. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Thanks.